being introduced to Talent Traction changed the focus of how we were being handled from our very first contact. In the very beginning, I didn't have necessarily high hopes because the forte that Talent Traction offered was so vastly different than our experience. And immediately it was clear that we were treated vastly differently than the other agencies that were working on our behalf. The transparency, the pre-interview process, the in-depth analysis of the nuance of the position and what that represented for value at Rep Corporation was markedly different. I think what pushed us over the top was the personal nature of the contact that started on the onset. And this was a different feel for us. It was important that I vocalize that to other prospective customers that might be looking at this testimonial, because there is so many choice out there, and that just like finding the right candidate with the right personality, finding that agency that has the ability to read into nuance, act on it, use their own internal skill set, and being able to find that right candidate is paramount. To look at the time that this took, we were amazed that we were to get to a candidate who was not only a very good fit, but that he was interested in making a decision to come and see us in person. We flew out this candidate to have an on-site interview after several virtual interviews. And that interview basically just solidified what we already knew, is that this was the candidate we were looking for. The specific results related to this candidate have already started to manifest. He has been onboarded. We have entrusted a significant amount of responsibility. He is now an off-site technical sales representative for us as a full-time employee. He is in a remote office. We have assisted in his move to another state. He has literally gone across the country. And we as a team will continue to develop his training regimen, which typically onboarding a position of this complexity in a niche market could be about a year before he is fully autonomous in his field. The right candidate is super important to build that trust phase with employer-employee relationship, and finding that candidate through Talent Traction has changed the trajectory of our company. And I just wanted to tout the support mechanisms that the team offered, how that support mechanism was quite transparent. We would get weekly reports every Friday as to the current search, who had been eliminated and why. The resumes that we had received and reviewed and rejected were analyzed as to why. So this was a very symbiotic relationship with the company that up until that point, we hadn't had the benefit of that level of handling in a very personal nature. Would I do it again? Absolutely. If I need another employee of this caliber, absolutely. I would work with Talent Traction again without hesitation. Give Talent Traction an opportunity to show you what they're capable of doing. You will not be disappointed. And ultimately, I wish you the same success that we had in finding a candidate that fit into a very narrow set of criterion, and yet found the personality that fit within our organization